guys, Neo3Link has just had a controller update. They're quick to act on this, I'll give them that, but it's not working as it should. So, capacitive touch, I'm using virtual desktop here, ignore the performance overlay, I'm miles away from my router on the other side of the house. This isn't the normal streaming setup I use, but I can demonstrate the thumbs here. So, thumbs, now this is how I notice obviously if it's working or not in PCVR. So it's using virtual desktop, so the Android side has been updated. This is not the same in DisplayPort. DisplayPort still doesn't have any of these changes I'm about to show you because the PC software has not been updated. So the thumbs are moving, but it's not registering. I'm actually resting my thumb on the thumbstick. It's not actually capacitive touch. What it's doing is emulating it from the inputs. And it's the same with the buttons. I'm resting my hands on the buttons. Nothing's happening, but if I press the buttons down, you can see my actual hand moving now. The thumbs are moving. That one's an actual button, so I can't press that one. But it's acting on a button press, so it's an improvement. Something's happened. Same with the trigger. The trigger no longer gives you the full movement like DisplayPort. So if I slightly press the trigger in, it's acting as if it's a capacitive touch, but actually just touching the triggers, nothing's happening. So until you put a slight bit of input, then it comes in. So again, I don't know what they've done, but something's changed. Again, this is always going to be a full movement on that grip trigger. The index finger is the one that you can show because that goes straight to a halfway point like it would if it was capacitive touch. And then obviously fully grab, that's normal. But obviously on DisplayPort you've still got the full motion of this, and the thumbs don't follow your thumbstick. As such, use the left thumb's a bit easier, but the left thumb's moving around. This didn't happen obviously before. So if you're using the Android side of it, so either Pico streaming or VD, then I guess this is what's changed. But DisplayPort hasn't changed. But again, this isn't perfect. I still need to put the inputs in to actually make anything work. So I can't put my thumb down to do a finger gun until I physically press the button in. But at least you've got these gestures now. So again, super quick. That's sort of a thumbs up, I guess, but it's not the natural sort of you're resting your thumb on the controller. For me to put my thumb down, I have to press the button in, and depending on obviously which game you're playing. I mean, the A and X button, they're fine in this game. If I press the Y button, which I have no idea why that moves my hand anyway, it's actually pressing a menu button, so it depends what game you're playing. So this is the right controller, A and B, so that's A, and that's B. But again, it's not acting on my actual capacitive touch. It's actually just acting as the input. But again, this should hopefully. I'm going to try Red Matter because I knew that had inputs where I needed to swap the actual values to get it to go backwards and forwards. So I'll test that. But again, nothing's happened on DisplayPort. The DisplayPort is still using the same SteamVR controller input driver that's been provided, and it doesn't see any of this Android stuff changed to, I guess, a DisplayPort feature as well. So yeah, that's a quick video on this one. Again, some improvement. I'm really happy that they've actually kicked ass. Playman's kicked ass today, so something's happened almost immediately today. So this is an improvement. But again, if they can look at this and just tell us if these we've seen that these controllers act as on capacitive touch, so we just need clarification that they've actually got capacitive functions, because this is all the functions we need, but it's not actually the capacitive side of it. It's still acting on a little bit of input, it's acting on these things, so if they can clarify that sort of puts that issue to bed. And yeah, we're one step closer to actually getting these improvements onto these headsets. So thank you very much, Pico. I'll try to give it a thumbs up in the way that I can. Yeah, let's go from there. Cheers, guys.